Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and have some time now to chill out. So for today I have a sneak peek for you. The photopolymer stamp set I'm featuring was an all-attendee giveaway at Stampin' Up's on-stage event in November. As a demonstrator, we're allowed to pre-order from the new catalogues before launch date. So I took the opportunity and ordered this project kit that coordinates with it. There are 16 pre-printed card bases and envelopes and laser cut card front overlays, some glimmer paper, pre-die cut labels. These are all die cuts. The pre-printed cards. More laser cuts, embellishments, and even dimensionals that are included in the pack. And also this plastic envelope to store the completed cards in. I'm not going to take it out because I'll never get it back in the pack. If you're one of my customers and you've purchased from me in the last year, or you're a club member, a catalogue and celebration brochure will be winging its way to you. Now, to make the card, I use the Happiness Blooms Memories and More cards and envelopes. There are 20 in a pack. They come in 2 sizes and they're bigger than the normal cards. They actually measure 6 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And the smaller ones measure 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. In metric, that will be 15.9 centimetres by 10.8 centimetres, and this will be 10.8 by 8.2 centimetres. So there's 20 of each of the big cards and 20 of the small cards with matching envelopes. So that's 40 cards in a pack. The inks I'm using are Night of Navy, Grapefruit Grove and Granny Apple Green. For today's card I'm just only going to do some simple stamping, going back to basics. I need a piece of Whisper White which has been cut at 3 inches by 4 inches. In metric that will be 7.6 centimetres by 10.2 centimetres. Now, because I'm stamping with photopolymer, I'll need a cushion underneath to stamp with. Let's do the flowers first. And as you can see from this image, from this stamp set, it's a 2-step stamp set, which means that you have 2 stamps in order to create the one image. We'll use our Grapefruit Grove first, and I'm going to stamp randomly with this darker image first. Then I'll use the second image, the background image, and I'm not changing ink pads. I'm still using the same ink pad, but I'm going to stamp off first before I stamp onto the cardstock, so that it will be a paler shade of the same colour. I want to stamp the inside of my card. I'm going to make a paler version of this flower here. So I'm going to stamp off once, and then with this background one I'm going to stamp off twice. I'm changing ink pads to Granny Apple Green. And I'll stamp these as well. Next I'll stamp the leaf. swap ink pads to Night of Navy, and this time I'll stamp the sentiment over it. And bring in my card and stamp another, like so. Next, just apply some adhesive to the back of the Whisper White layer, and then adhere it to the front of your card, leaving an even border all round. So that's the basic version. You can step it up. So this is a stepped up version, and I have added these iridescent sequin assortments. I used a 2-inch circle punch and a 2 1/4-inch circle punch, so I needed extra cardstock, and that enabled me to get a packet of celebration ribbon. There's an assortment of 5 colours. These are in Balmy Blue, Daffodil Delight, Grapefruit Grove, Highland Heather and Lemon Lime Twist. There's 5 spools and there's 4.6 meters in each. So this is for the beginners. So all you need are the card pack, the basic Whisper White cardstock. Now I highly recommend the Whisper White cardstock because it's very smooth and it absorbs ink beautifully. So if you're a beginner and you're starting out, all you need is just some cardstock paper, a couple of ink pads, a trimmer to cut your cardstock with, and that's with the simple stamping. If you're a casual crafter, so you craft for special occasions or at least once or twice a month, then you probably would have invested in a couple of punches. You've got embellishments, you've got the ink pads. Now if you're an avid crafter and you craft nearly every day or at least once a week, then you would probably own a big shot as well. So in that case, not only would you have the punches and some embellishments, you'll have a big shot, which is a die cutting machine. If I hold it up closely, you can probably see I've embossed with the new rectangular stitched frames. There are 13 dies in this, and I've used the second largest one to emboss a frame round the edge of the cardstock. And I've also used the new dynamic lace, I don't know what it's called, it's so new, the Lace Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. So there's your sneak peek for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will be back in the new year. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye!